Namaste Bitya, Khush raho Bitya. Today we'll be discussing about biomechanics of knee joint, which is an important topic in your biomechanics. This topic is important for BPT 4th semester, DPT 4th semester, and DPT plus BPT 4th semester. So let us start with biomechanics of knee joint. See, the most primary functions of knee joint is flexion extension, medial lateral rotation, and secondary motions are abduction, adduction through valgus or varus force, and anterior posterior displacement of femur or tibia. There is no fixed axis for flexion extension, though it is frontal and sagittal plane is there. The range of motion for flexion is 130 to 140 degrees and extension is 5 degrees to 10 degrees. If this extension is beyond this normal range, it is termed as genu recurvatum. In closed kinematic chain, the flexion extension range is limited by ankle. In early 0 to 25 degrees of knee flexion, there is posterior rolling of femoral condyles on the tibia. And as the flexion continues, posterior rolling is accompanied by anterior gliding of femur along with spinning. Now, if we consider extension, it is just the opposite of flexion. And in early extension, there is anterior rolling of femoral condyles on tibial plateau. And as the extension continues, anterior rolling is accompanied by posterior glide. Next is locking and unlocking of knee joint. The larger medial femoral condyle continues rolling and gliding posteriorly when smaller lateral side stops. And this results in medial rotation of femur on tibia seen in last 5 degrees of extension. The medial rotation of femur at final stage of extension is not voluntary or produced by muscular force, and therefore it is referred as automatic or terminal rotation. The rotation within the joint brings the joint into a closed, packed or locked position, and this is known as locking mechanism or screw home mechanism. Next is the unlocking of knee joint. To initiate flexion, the knee must be unlocked. A flexion force will automatically result in lateral rotation of the femur. Popliteus muscle is responsible for unlocking. Now, if we consider the role of ligaments. So first ligament is cruciate ligament in flexion extension. The angle of anterior cruciate ligament inclination is greatest at full extension. And as the tibiofemoral flexion increases, the angle of ACL inclination decreases. The end range of motion of extension brings the mid substance of ACL into contact with femoral intercondylar shelf, that is also known as notch of Grant. In extension, the meniscal migrate anteriorly because of meniscopatellar ligament. Now we'll start with knee axial rotation. The axis is vertical axis around the transverse plane. The range of motion is 90 degrees of knee flexion. The medial condyle acts as pivot point while the lateral condyle moves through a greater arc of motion regardless of direction of rotation. During both medial and rotation, the menisci reduces friction and distribute femoral condyle force created on the tibial condyle without restricting the motion. So this is all in this. I hope you understood this session, and if you have any doubts, just comment in the inbox. And this session is powered by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.